Previously on Aaarrgh Simulator 2.
That's the plan. We're coming up on it now. Please be no police cars there. 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 Please be no police cars.
Bitte links halten.
Oh, they're there. I don't care. Oh, got on. See you later, sucker. I'm on. Hello and welcome back to Aaarrgh Simulator 2 and my continuing misery in Spain. I have had some suggestions actually from Hatman. He made a little suggestion that I make a slight alteration to the game preferences. However, although I like the idea, I'm not so keen on doing it because, you know what, this one here, road events and detours, that's actually quite high, to be fair. Should we? I'm going to drop that just a smidge, alright? We're going to drop that a smidge because I don't mind the random road events. I think they're quite fun. But those detours, oh my god, in Spain they're so difficult to actually deal with. We've been last week I had to force my way through I had to force my way through the level and around the back just to get there, and I was still late and lost loads and loads of money, and it was just awful. It was absolutely awful. Now, I also noticed some large game changes as well, so I'm hoping I'm still outside Madrid. Thankfully, I am. However, is it the road changes? No. Madrid's just a great big circle from the looks of this. Look at that. But we have got some places to go to, and I did say there was going to be some places we could visit this week, so that we could somewhere that looked interesting. So we got some of these. I'm assuming these are the new companies. Siesta, yeah, siesta, like in sleep, as in like in Spanish. I was going to say French for sleep there. Siesta. So we've got siesta there. So we might actually we'll go old school here. You know, I do like my old school sort of driving around places. So I'm going to go old school today, and I'm going to actually drive to one of these places. So let's try. That looks interesting because it's down like a little side road. Can we do that one? Let's do that one. So ACC. So I think we need to have a little bit of sleep first, though. I think that's the situation that we're in. But before we continue, I've got something to show you. First off, for a number of weeks, I've been saying or hoping to try and find some decent sort of or a reasonable model trucks that aren't going to cost the earth. Anyway, I was out charity shop hunting and looking for sort of retro games and whatever else, and I spotted these. Now I'll put them on the screen. So first off, we got this Cadbury's truck. So we got this great big Cadbury's truck. There we go. And then this one, which is a Sainsbury's, and they're both Volvo FM12s, and here's the most exciting and most interesting part about it, and you only get this really if you're playing Aaarrgh Simulator and don't mind trucks. I found a picture. Look at this. This is from Volvo's own website of the Safeways trucks, those FM12 trucks. How blooming amazing is that? And the models themselves, really cheap. They were £4 a piece, and I think that was a bargain. They're both complete, and they're both Volvos. There was another one there, but it wasn't branded. And these ones actually have written in the bottom of them that they're Volvo and the specific model and make that they are. So they are proper models that are there. But that's right, kind of cool. But that would place these trucks at about 20 years old, in the sense of what they're doing. I need to sleep, by the way. So I need to stop the engine. I need to sleep. There we go. We'll push the button for sleep. I knew we'd have to sleep. At least it's 4 AM. It's not so bad. Right. Are all the lights on this time round? No. Why aren't those lights on the top of the rig working? Anybody know the answer to that question? I don't understand why they're not working. Anyway, let's driving. We've got a nice half full, 3/4 full tank. Nice full one there. I noticed people mentioning that there's another Scania with a large tank that's out there as well. So I can't remember which make and model it was. But thank you for that. Saying that there was a sort of more powerful one, and I didn't go the whole 700 horsepower. Sorry about that. Just went with the light one. Was it 450? I went with or something like that. Not the most powerful of the things I could possibly have. So anyway, 70 kilometers an hour. This is the turning. We're going to go to this AC place. This is what we're going to do. We've got all our trucks there. We haven't really filled up the place itself, but you know, it's we haven't filled up the next one with drivers. But I tell you what, we want to drive this week, and we're going to try. But we still got the road events and the detours on, so we should be all right. Hopefully, I didn't upset anybody there. We've got Aaarrgh in on the old GPS. I can't remember what it was for a minute there. My brain goes blank sometimes. I don't know about you, but sometimes my brain goes blank. I was really pleased with those trucks, though. This model trucks, I think they're really good. They're quite pride of place at the moment. They're kind of properly on display. However, a lot of my toys are on display most of the time. I kind of, if I see it and it's cheap and I like it, I'll pick it up. So if I see it in a charity shop or something like that, or I see it somewhere sort of on online shop or something similar, and it's cheap, and I go, yeah, I'll just buy that. So I've got quite a lot of Star Wars figures because I quite like Star Wars figures. I think they're quite good fun as well.
Und dann links abbiegen.
I think I'm going to pull over here. I think I've got to turn down this one. Yeah, I do. Here we go, in we go, in we go, in we go. Past another parking spot. There's plenty of parking spots when you actually get to them. This looks like a big industrial plant. Ooh, this could be chemicals. This could be chemicals. Watch out, Spider-Man or whatever else is. No, he was radioactive spider, wasn't he? Oh, could be heavy loads as well. Wow, yes. Everything's going on here. Let's have a little look at this and see what we can find. Right, okay. And I believe I'm not the only person having a pain in Spain. It's been a bit difficult for me to get anything that's working. Let's have a little look at this. Look at this construction staircase. Only a few miles, but it's blooming big. Look at this thing. How big is it? 50 tons. Oh my God, look at the size of that one. Similar sort of location. 70 tons. I'm not sure my truck can take that though. This is a heavy cargo. It's a standard delivery and it's high value. I wasn't going to take that, you know. I was going to, mind you, there's nothing much longer to be honest with you. I wasn't going to take that, but I tell you what, that's a good little journey. We might do a little one when we get there because that's only 3 hours and 17 minutes. So let's take this one and take this 3 hours and 17 minutes. Let's do it. We should be all right with heavy cargo. Yeah, good ratios on the gears. Actually, interestingly enough, I looked on the actual Scania website out of interest. I looked on the oh, look at this, it's daytime as well. Look at that construction staircase. You can see the stairs going up and down on that. It's flipping brilliant. I'm going to drink my coffee while that's happening. That's just brilliant though, isn't it? Wow. Construction staircase. Oh, I love coffee. Coffee's brilliant. Anyway. Wow. Waiting for me to go. I like this bit because there's always a rundown. I love the way that there's also always a cameraman there as well. Look at that. The truck looks great, doesn't it? So it's the usual thing. We've got to wait for the guy behind to go first. Then we've got to wait for the guy in front to go second. Then we've got to go third and pull in. And we've got to follow the road. We've got to obey the speed limitations of the escort vehicles. Watch out for overtaking traffic and other drivers. Avoid possible conflict with... I've always conflict with these guys. So what we'll have... Let's have a little look out here. Is they'll be all waiting for us to go. Look at them all. There they are, waiting for us to go. Look at that. Truck looks blooming brilliant, doesn't it? Right, let's jump in. Let's do it. Oh, the brake's on. Always the same. Take that brake off. And I was looking at, as I say, Scania's website out of interest. And I thought I'd have a look at Scania's website because in a stress area, I wanted to know, you know, when we configure our vehicles and we're configuring our trucks and what we have that goes into them, I just kind of wondered whether or not it was actually a sort of, you know, standard or optional to just sort of literally pick and choose the engines you want, the parts you want. Now, I know you can do it to some extent with cars and whatever else is. I did not realise how much you can actually do with a truck. It really, really can pick and choose entirely what you want. Yeah, that's blocking the road. Yes. You can really, really, really pick and choose what you want. It is amazing. It's actually quite surprising that you can literally take a truck and choose the gear ratios, choose the engine you want, the specifications. It's probably not as granular as this. This has got some more granular items, and I'll give you an example of what's more granular in here. Is some of the customizations to the insides. Normally you have to specify a cab specification. So that's the sugar caught the curb there. A cab specification, but other than that, it's pretty granular. This one's nice because we get to specify what gears we get, and whether we have the wooden trim and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff doesn't really seem to appear. I think it just comes by the cab selection you make. So you can have an R series or something similar, which I think is a kind of sporty one if there's a sporty truck. And I like the way also when you're choosing your truck on the Scania's website, you actually choose. It actually asks you what you're going to do. Are you going to do bulk car transportation, bulk chemicals, flatbeds, all this kind of stuff? And actually asks that kind of thing before it starts, and it starts with a suggestion, and then you customize from there. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know about you, but I thought that was really kind of cool. I thought that was a really nice little touch there that was pre-configured. I'm assuming all the other truck companies do the same, but it was kind of interesting, I thought. Yeah, we can do 60 now, by the way. I'm just waiting for you to get up to 60. Look at this, everybody's having to wait for us as we go along the road. Changing lanes, I'm with you. I can't see the other car behind me at all. Just going to assume he's there. We've changed lanes, we're out. We're on the road. Come on, we can get up to 60 kilometres an hour. I'm doing it. You can do it. What is he doing? What is that about? What is that about? Have I got to wait for you to get up to 60 kilometres an hour before I can get up to there? I'm actually pulling away here. And do you know what it is? He's heard about me in my previous goes with with escort vehicles. I have a bit of a reputation for misbehaving. Oh wow, though, what a load this is! This is brilliant. Come on, who's he waiting for? I can do 60. Look, it says 60 on here. Oh, do I just have to stick with you? Is that what it is? You want to do 40, I have to do 40. Or 35. Okay, whatever. I'll do 35 then. You we'll just stay there with you. That's a big fat load, isn't it? It's a huge load. There's nobody getting past me though on the road. It said watch out for cars overtaking. Ain't gonna happen. Nothing's overtaking this. 50 tons of staircase. Sort of steel construction staircase. That's what it is. This is going to be a very long journey if we're going to do it at this speed, because that's 2 hours left of the journey. Come on, let's get a bit more speed, please. How are we going? Are you going to go? He's really not creeping up the speed wise, is he? He's slamming on the brakes. What are you slamming the brakes for? I'm creeping up here. We're up to 45. Oh my goodness. This could be quicker. There's nothing going to overtake me here, I can promise you that. I'm sticking to the road. Let's hope for less detours. I have turned that down slightly though. 50% was quite high. You were right, Hatman. But if you've watched this channel, and I know you have, you know fine well that I'm absolutely I kind of the detours are part of the everything that happens in the game. Me crashing into everything is kind of what happens. Do you know what though? I think the biggest problem with the Spanish element of it is that the detours are very long. They take you round in sort of square loops round the outskirts of things. And I think that's one of the biggest issues here, is that they're very long and you're kind of lacking little roads to do it. It's the same in certain places in the Scandinavian element of the game as well. I've noticed that there. I don't know what it's like in the Baltic. I've never got there. We've done some of it. We went to Latvia once. I remember going to Latvia, Latvia was nice, actually. Do you remember the great big flowery cow? There's a great big flowery cow as you go through, I can't remember which city it was, but there's a huge flowery cow. And I've just realised that I am drifting down speed-wise. I finally got up to 60 miles per hour, and now I'm drifting down speed-wise. And because I didn't hit the cruise control, because I was going to have a sup up my cup of coffee. Right, okay, here we go. There, we got it. Lovely. 60. We're at 60. We're doing it. I was wondering though. I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking to myself, do you know something? I could make probably if I had a steering wheel and used the actual steering wheel. I do have a steering wheel, but the foot pedals are rubbish, and that's the problem. I do have a steering wheel. But I think that what would happen there is, at least with the steering wheel, I could kind of control it as I was going and sort of, drink my coffee as I went. The only problem with those steering wheels, and I'm sure everybody else knows this as well, and really this is why you have to spend sort of a couple £100 on Logitech equipment, and maybe at some point, when I make some money from eBay adverts, YouTube adverts, which ain't going to happen ever, I might actually buy one. But until then, we'll just struggle on with the controller. But I did think though that the springing back into sort of central position is really annoying. It's perfect for arcade games, rubbish for real life driving, because your steering wheel doesn't spring back into your hand unless you're turning and sort of drive. You know how it slides around in your hands as you go certain places and whatever else it is. So I know that was a very bad description, wasn't it? It was a terrible description. Anyway. Oh, I love coffee. I do. But I was thinking that would be a lot easier to actually be able to drink my coffee while I was actually doing the drive. Good, that 736,000 euros down there in that bottom right hand corner in my GPS that tells me how long we've got. We should be getting in at Wednesday at 12:46. We've got 161 kilometers to do. But yeah, 736,000 euros. That's brilliant. That's mostly my drivers, to be fair, doing that. I made no money last week with that terrible drive through Spain. There is a car coming underneath me here. Sugar hit the trailer. Did you see that? Wiped it out. If you looked in that right hand mirror, you could just see me wiping out a bollard there. We're about to change lanes. Sugar and poo. And we're here. I am in the lane behind you. We've changed lanes. I know, I wiped that out. Do you know what? That was the car's fault. I had to make a choice there. It was either left towards the car a little bit and probably tear the wing off a car, or just take out that bollard that was there. So I had to take out the bollard. There was. I don't know what options I really had there. I suppose I could have stopped. That was the other option, of course, was to slow down. But kind of committed at that point. And of course, this will take a lot more to slow down. It's a bit like the buses in the bus simulator game I play, which if you haven't looked back at, are in high definition now. I managed to get in high definition. It makes a big difference to the way the game plays. But there's some hidden collectibles in there. They're doing a beta of the next one shortly. But you can't, as a YouTuber, you can't show it. You can't show any of the footage early. It's one of the non-disclosure things, which is a bit annoying, because the only reason I'd want to do the beta is not to see what it's like, but to see what it's like, but to be able to stream it later, which is a bit of a shame. So I've pulled out of the beta option there, unfortunately. So right, is this coming over? I don't even know if there's anything underneath me. I'm hoping that van's there, because otherwise that car's getting crushed. No idea. There's definitely a car coming along that side of the road. I'm just going to pull over a little bit. Let's just ease off and let it take us back to 60 kilometers now. I put it down to kilometers per hour in the option settings. One day I really need to do kind of like an overview, shouldn't I? You know, that's like an overview for a new trucker or something similar. Because you guys have been so helpful in actually teaching me what I need to do. And making me a better driver. Look at this, going over the top of them. That was cool. But you know, you've made me a better driver, or certainly taught me a few things that I didn't know previously. I've got my lights on full blast, you know. I'm just gonna turn them off. put them on. Put them on. Well, I don't know why I put them on. Let's turn them off fully. The car's just slowing up for some reason. 1 hour and 34 minutes to go. Not long. About and 111 kilometres. Got plenty of time. Which, if you look at the clock, it's Wednesday 11:36:37 in the morning. Lovely day. Beautiful day. I'm just looking through my sunroof. I actually looked around as well, and you can do a 3D view of the cabs, and you know what? Blooming identical. Blooming identical. Looking around the cabs, I was like, that's just amazing. And you know, that this is kind of like the cab you get in the real truck. I mean, not that it shouldn't be, and not that I should be surprised by that in any way, shape, or form, but I was like, wow, it's so close. And it has the skylight as well. Or skylight, sunroof, skylight, sunroof, same sort of difference. Sort of. Skylight. It's like I'm driving a house. Uh-oh. Here we go, there's one of these again. Oh, just missed it. I don't know what I did with the cars there, but just missed that. That's okay, we're okay. 91 kilometres to go. Drifting up a little bit speed-wise here. Oh, sugar! What happened there? Absolutely 100%. He cracked on the brakes. What did you know? If I've had a radio in the car, that would have been like, oi! What are you doing? What an idiot. Me or him? One of the two of us. Good grief. Okay, so we found wherever this is, Kudad. Kaidu? I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce it. No idea. I'm not even going to try anymore. It's real somewhere or other. Let's go anyway. 1 hour and 12 minutes away. 84 kilometres. 83 kilometres. Going to get in at 118. It's been a short journey. It's been a semi-eventful journey. This is a cool load coming past. Look at that. Wow. The car squeezing by on the side of the road. He literally squeezed by the way, that little Dacia thing. So it's not meant to be a Dacia, but it's definitely a Dacia. They just, you know what? The escorts don't half overreact. They really do. Here comes another cool load. Look at this. Everybody's overtaking me because of this stupid guy in front of me. Okay. And is there a van up there slowing them all down? Yeah, look, they're over here. Bringing them all to a halt. Yeah. Look at the mountainsides. They're kind of cool, aren't they? Do you know what it reminds me of? And I know it's not Italy, but it reminds me of spaghetti westerns. You know, where they used to do spaghetti westerns, basically western movies with cowboys in them that they used to make years ago. It was one of the things that made Clint Eastwood the star. He's quite old now. If you don't know him, you probably never will. But Clint Eastwood was kind of a star of the time and made a lot of westerns and you know, sort of John Wayne and Clint Eastwood. And they used to do lots of spaghetti westerns because it was cheaper to do them in Italy, and it was kind of same sort of rugged, dry, arid ground, and that's just kind of that kind of feel that has there. Okay, we're coming up to a junction shortly. What I'm going to do after this one is we're going to pull this one in quick, park it up, and then we're going to take a job where we're at for hopefully a short distance.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
Yes, Helga. It would be my pleasure.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Oh dear. Oh, there's this broken down house in the middle of the field there, look.
Am Kreisverkehr dritte
Yeah,
Ausfahrt
I
nehmen.
will. It would be my pleasure, Helga. I'm allowed to get on. Oh, right, we have to give way to the people entering there. It's interesting. I guess I give
Bitte
way
rechts halten.
there. No, I don't. That's just a thing. They must have just given way to me. Ah, police are there. Maybe that's why.
Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
I'm going. I know. That bus is just kind of squeezing over. Let's just hope I don't tear a wing off anybody. Nope, we squeezed by. That's it. It's a good load, actually. 41 kilometres, 40 kilometres to go. 38 minutes. Oh, wow. What's that? It's a town, and there's like a big statue up here. Look at this. Wow. Some kind of landmark. Oh, wow. Sorry, slowing down to look at it, but I don't know what it is, but it's very cool. Whatever it is, it's very cool indeed. Right, you're all going to have to be careful here coming past me, because this is getting very narrow all of a sudden. Very narrow indeed. That's cool.
Am Kreisverkehr zweite Ausfahrt nehmen.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? The car there's stopped. So that my... Come on. Come on, move! Oh, you are kidding me. I've done it... The continued pain in Spain just continues, doesn't it? I don't even know what to say here. What are we doing? What are you doing? How can I get through any of this? No, I can't. Can I push you on? If I'm gonna gently bump him. Watch. Very slowly. I'm gonna push him. Shit. I didn't know that happened. You've damaged the escort vehicle. You can check. You can load at the checkpoint or cancel a delivery. Load a checkpoint or cancel delivery. I suppose we load a checkpoint. Shit, where are we with the checkpoint though? That was awkward, that, wasn't it? I didn't realise you couldn't do that. I should have put... Do you know what I should have done? Push the blooming computer car. Oh, look, it's fine.
Wir fahren los.
Oh, now he's moving. There's no other car there. You are absolutely kidding me. No event there, by the way. You know, we were talking about events causing problems. Absolutely none there involved in that. I was cheating, by the way. I went back in time. I should have taken the pain. I should have taken it on the chin, but I didn't realise that you could, if you crashed into the... I was just going to push him through the way, you know, because that's just gently nudge him out the way. I should have nudged the other car on the other side of the road. That would have been the answer to the question. But he saw him on the other side of the road with his lights flashing. All of a sudden, he was paranoid that you know, I don't know what was happening, but he was absolutely paranoid something was happening, and I wasn't allowed to continue. It was just a bit of a shame. I do feel I've cheated a bit there, though. But I'm pleased I did, because we'd have been stuck for ages, especially with the blooming escort vehicles.
Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
Oh, sign. 2 signs. Put me right off. Oh, good trailer damage as well. Brilliant. Thanks for that. Yes, we need to move into the centre of the road. I get it. Because I'm going to be knocking down signs from left and right as we go along at this point. Yeah, I'm so close to the bollards. Yeah. Wow. Gonna lose some points here for trailer damage, but I should be okay for time wise. I'm gonna definitely be in time. Okay, we're gonna get some speed up now. The last bit of the track.
Immer geradeaus.
There's a nice house. Nice house there. Don't knock off of the bollards. Just carry on.
Demnächst rechts abbiegen.
Here we go. It's over here we're going to. Speeding a bit there.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Yeah, he's going to move out the way now and let me go in there. I'm going to Aaarrgh. I wonder what Aaarrgh do. Is it an airport? Oh, no electricity. Is it an airport? Is that... Shh! sugar. Yeah, you can't make this up. I'm just so bad at this sometimes. I really am. Right, straight forward. Let's put those wheels straight. There we go. On the grass a bit. Energon. Looks like an electrical plant, but at the same time it could be an airport? No. It's got to be electrical. Those are substations, aren't they? Open faster. Oh, dear me. Here we go. Oh, look at this. There's a guy really excited to see me. Oh, he's just drinking. Look. He's seen me drive. Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, is he drinking? I thought he was drinking for a minute there. Radioing somebody, I think. Probably to tell him I'm here.
Demnächst rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab.
What the hell's... What have I done now? It's on the concrete bollard at the back there. Boom. Oh my god. Can't take me anywhere. The pain of Spain. It's just such... It's real. It's a thing. It is. It's a thing. Most definitely a thing.
Das war eine schöne Fahrt.
Yeah, deliver it. Skip the delivery or be precise. I can be precise. Let's be precise. There they all are with their cameras. Hello, hello. There we go. We're there. Let's have a little look. We are good to go. Let's press T for trailer. I like to see that bit. Oh, there they are. Hooray! Test drive. I don't know what a test drive is. I've got 5 of them apparently for the achievements. Okay. Didn't get any penalty points for damage there. Got my 12,000. Let's get another quick load and let's do that before we go. Right, okay. Let's just drive. There should be some here. We shouldn't be too tired. There we go. So let's go around the corner. There's one there, look. Let's see if there's a small journey here. Oh, dust flying everywhere. Yes, dust. Let's do this. Must be a short one. There's a perfect one. Let's have a little short one just to finish off with. 45 tons of transformer going to Seville. There's a 9 gram one which just goes up the way. This one goes just down. Let's go this way because we're getting close to Portugal that way, aren't we? Let's do that job. That's just that little one. Oh my god. Bendy one. Going back to Madrid. Bendy one. Articulated trailer. Marvellous. I'm not going to do that though. We're going to do that one. Because we're going to take that down there. 47 tons. Yeah, we should be alright with that. Because it's just done 50 tons. Right, okay, let's have a little look. Where's our trailer? Oh, it's right there. I can see it. Let's do our trailer. Let's get in here. And let's go for it. Oh, nice rough ground. Rumbling away in the pad. Okay, so usual story. There's the 50 wheel in centre there. That coupling that looks like a horseshoe shape. Underneath there, we've got a pin, and we basically have to hit the 2 things together to make it work. Because I've got the advanced parking on, or advanced sort of coupling on, which is kind of cool. That was a suggestion from, I can't remember who it was. I think it was either Mark or it was Bobster, who follow the channel regularly, and they suggested that I try that for entertainment. I think it was Mark actually, because I have a bit of a reputation for crashing into things, and that's kind of not unfounded. Let's look out the window. I knew I was going to do it wrong there, by the way. Because basically I was doing it not looking out the window instead of concentrating, or looking outside the cab anyway. There we go. I love this bit, by the way. I always love watching the trailer getting attached. Let's do the trailer attachment. Get on. So just there we go. Fifth wheel, everything lifted from underneath. Let's jump back in the cab and let's go. I do like the paintwork I've gone with here. However, to be fair, it's in Spain. I do feel like I should be using sort of greens and yellows and things like that, shouldn't I? Maybe a little louder with it all. Oh, it's a bit of a... Do you know what? It's proper low to the ground. That's really rough. Coming out of there, I managed to drag it over whatever was out there. And it's only a little bit of rough ground. That was really rough going over there. Because of the weight of that. That was a really tough one. And I noticed it's also got wheels that rotate. Look at the back. So when I turn them, they rotate. So this could be interesting for me. Because I'm not very good with these when it comes to parking them anyway. So, okay, let's go. That's really rough at the back there. I could feel it really pulling. And sort of not making it across properly. That's sort of half the constructed building. It's very weird. It's a power plant, clearly. Don't think it's nuclear, though. Could be, I suppose.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
Don't know. It's like a substation, though. I don't think it's nuclear, though. Right, okay, so we've got 3 hours and 36. That's how long before we need to rest? 5 hours. We're alright. We've got plenty of time. Spray paint on the windows. Not very well looked after for a plant like of its nature. Anyway, let's go back and hit the main road again. Don't need to stop for that. Let's go. Come on, gate. I'm coming. Oh, you would do that. Oh, 47 tons. It's a bit rough going through there, but anyway. Okay, let's go for it. We'll make a pull up this hill.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
I might not have liked what happened with that episode, but I am quite enjoying it. If that's on it, if I'm honest. I am. I'm quite enjoying it. Quite a good, quite a fun episode, realistically. Even if I am totally stupid. Oh, forcing my way through here. Get ourselves on the road. He'll have to wait. Oh, it's just catching us as we get onto the road. It's a big heavy load, this one, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. We want to see it going down the road. Look at that. Look at that. We're just trundling along. Let's get back in the cab because I can't control it from the outside. I find it very difficult to control it from the outside. I know people do that, whiz on the outside to have a little look at it, but I like the experience of being inside the cab, you know. Have you seen that full simulator they've got? SCS software. I've got a full simulator. I think it's one by Scania, and it's like a full simulator. It's like a full cab you can get in. And obviously the screens are the sort of the screens around the sort of the where the windscreens are and all that kind of stuff. But kind of cool because you've got all the controls here, and I don't know if everything's replicated properly, but they do have a full thing. That's kind of cool. I've seen them before though. John Deere do them for tractors, and actually they do them for cutting facilities machines as well because they've got forestry equipment and they train on the forestry equipment on like full simulators. Really cool. I'm surprised they haven't started doing that for trucking, you know, to sort of save some time, because I'm sure that if you did it on a simulator, I'm not suggesting this simulator or any particular simulator, I mean, I know this is pretty comprehensive, but what I'm saying is that there are some simulators. I don't ripped anything up there. There's some simulator games where it's, you know, pretty comprehensive sort of inputs and outputs from the whole thing. So I don't know. I just wondered. I'm surprised they haven't done them to sort of improve the you know, get people through the trucking stuff quicker. You know, go and practice on a simulator. I suppose they're quite expensive to run, aren't they? Oh, I didn't know if he was coming or going there, so I ended up slowing down far too much. I want to be in this lane because we've got to go around this weird chemical plant here and around this circular bit at the top here because there's a stop. It's like a multi-level roundabout, this one.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
Oh, another sign.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
I knew you were there. Yeah, you can wait. I knew that car was underneath me. I was like, nope, not gonna rip it to pieces. Not gonna rip it to pieces. Not today. Could have done. Not today. Do love this. I love the graphics in this game. I do. I love how it looks and feels. I would say it was a chill out game, but you know what? I've not recently. It's been extremely stressful. The Spain has been so stressful for the whole thing. I mean, I think it breaking it down to smaller journeys is making it less uncomfortable, rather than the uncomfortableness of what's been happening with Spain and you know what we've not achieved or what we have achieved with certain missions. As I say, I feel pretty naughty for going back to that checkpoint, but it was there, and that stupid escort was just not my friend, was it? You know, that really wasn't my friend.
Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
There you go. Go away. You can stay over there. Look at this, buildings. Miles of open space. It's beautiful. The distance there. I've got all the settings on ultra since I managed to since I had to upgrade my PC at the beginning of the year. So everything's on ultra now. It's not 4K, but it's ultra. So ultra on 1080p, but only because I haven't got a 4K monitor, or a 4K recording device. I have a separate external recording device, so it's only 1080p that it does. Yeah, it only does 1080p and 30 frames per second, so until I can afford one of those, so you know, we've got steering wheels, we've got eye trackers, we have extra cameras, all kinds of stuff coming up that need to be done. Oh, he's moved over a bit. Good man. Oh God. Wow, the skid marks and everything there. Yeah, you'll have to wait. Thank you. I wonder if anybody else followed me through. No, they didn't. Oh well, I've just taken control of the entire situation there. I do like the road events, by the way. One of my highlights of the game are the road events. It's just those detours. Oh my God. We've reduced them down to 40% now. 40%. That's still quite a high number. There's a fifth of all journeys are going to have a detour on it. I don't mind, really. I don't mind. I frustration kicks in, but I don't mind. It does frustrate me though. I mean, I'm stupidly frustrated by it. It's more a case of that, you know, you feel like you're getting somewhere, and then all of a sudden you're not. Just looking at the skyline over there, just long sort of nowhere-ness. I'm hoping this isn't a stupid parking job when we get there, by the way. Be nice not to have a stupid parking job. Well, that'll be a runoff there on that side of the road. So in case you're going too fast, you need to brake hard. That's your runoff there. You get them on some roads in the UK. I've seen them, to be honest with you. There's one not too far from me. It's because it goes downhill in a bend. And basically, if you're not turning correctly, I think as a truck driver, you would absolutely die. You know, sort of. Well, you won't die. You'll end up in the runoff, if that makes sense. Almost talked my way out of the wrong turning there. Yeah, but it's a proper runoff, that. No cars underneath. Let's get out. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And details are all down there in the bottom right. We've got the speed we're doing, which is 82 kilometers an hour. We can do 90 here. On 12A, 12th gear, so automatic 12. And then we've got the truck itself. Amount of damage, there should be literally none, because we haven't actually we've not barely driven this thing. We've barely driven this thing. The bed is how tired we are. We're getting close to being our limit, which is fine because we expected that anyway. Then we've got our little post envelope, which is very rarely used. It's only used really for when you get DLC, you know, when you get the downloadable content, extra stuff or things. It pops up on there often saying what you've got, basically, which is kind of nice, but it doesn't do enough for me. I wish one day it would pop up with you're close to Barcelona, and there's a special mission there or something similar. Mr. Green wants elephants delivered or something like that, you know, that kind of thing. That would be kind of cool. I would kind of like it to kind of do that. I know you can put plenty of other ones, but I kind of like the idea of sort of special things popping up, at least on the single player. I don't know if it does on the multiplayer. You'll tell me in the comments below. But and then we've got do I have to go over here? It's got me going over. Am I in this lane? I think I am. I'm going to stay in this lane now. See what happens. Don't know why this lane is important, but I'm going over. Okay, they're all straight on. Ah, but I'm coming off at this next one. Cool. Nice water. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so underused envelope. Then we've got the time, which is current time. Then below that we've got a little red flag with a white pole, and it tells us what time we should be getting in, which is 18:17. We've got 111 kilometers to go. Shit! Oh my god, what did I hit? I hit that car. Oh, sugar. I thought that's where I was meant to be. Oh, well. God. I can't believe I've done that. After all that, just yakking away there to myself. Anyway, little red flag is a distance. We've got 111 kilometers to go if you don't smash into anything. Like I just did. Like an idiot.
Bitte links halten.
Yes, Helga. Helga. Right, Seville, that's where we're going to. Sevilla. Is that how you pronounce it in Spanish? Probably not. I was so busy trying to avoid hitting that, you know, the bits and pieces, that I didn't hit the thing. Retro Game Fair, love those. But I was too busy trying to avoid other things that... Are you going to come out in front of me? Come on then. You going to go for it? Wow. 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 And you get that impression that they're a bit mental in this game this time round. The traffic's just a bit crazy. Crazier than it used to be. Anyway, back to the road. So 18:32 now to get in after we smashed into that car. Must have caught it with the back of the truck when we went past. After I swerved across, I should have committed to going the wrong way, but never mind. I put the lights on full, even though I don't need to. Just for the hell of it. Okay, and we're on our way. Just out of interest, I don't. It's not a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels truck. Those, you know, the little model truck I was throwing at the beginning there. It's not one of those. It's actually is it a Lido one? So I think it's they're quite expensive normally if you buy them. If you bought it back in the day, it's probably quite expensive one to get. So it's got proper got, you know, it hooks on as well. You can take the trailer off, and so it goes on the fifth wheel, and you couple up there. And it has obviously that opens at the back as well, so you can open it up and, you know, I don't know, hide sweeties in it or something. The only thing you've got to note about it though is the back trailer on it is extremely long. I don't think it would have been if in scale wise. I don't think it's a legal limit realistically. I think it would be over the limit. Not a normal size. Okay, we are 62 kilometers away. I am getting a decent bit of speed up here. Oh my god. 88. Come on, 90 kilometers an hour. Come on, we can do it. I know we've got 47 tons on us, but we can do it. We can get up to it. The computer car just undertaking me now. Excellently done. Excellently done. Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. You just carry on doing that. I'll come round the outside of you. Yeah. I just spotted him again there. We're just ploughing along now. I think this is a mistake being out in this outside lane, but anyway, let's just carry on anyway. We're 37 kilometers away. I'm just sitting out here trying to get past this, what's that called? What type of car's that? No idea. Little blue one. Toledo or something like that? Oh, look. What's this here? It's a tree. Funny looking palm tree. Funny looking palm tree. There we go. Funny looking palm trees. 92. I am flying past this lot. A truck carrying trucks. Yes, excellent. I'd like to do that. Still want a helicopter though. I'm desperate for a helicopter. That's my big thing. I want a helicopter at some point. I'm coming over. We're going to squeeze in. We're getting tired now. Getting tired, but we've got time. We're only 10 kilometers away. 10 kilometers, 18 miles. Do we have to Yes. She wants us to turn off. Good. I'm with you. I'm with you, young lady. You do it. No. Oh, is it stay at... Well, hang on. Where are we at? Oh, it's just... Oh, it's for the blooming diesel. And now he's going to block the blooming route, isn't he? Why can't you use the other one? I'm coming. Oh, now he's moving, of course. He's got his diesel, he's moving. Yeah, we're going to stay on the road.
Links halten und dann Ausfahrt links nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt links.
We don't know what's happening behind there, but they've all come to a complete halt, so we're all good. We're all good. They've all come to a complete halt. Yeah, sorry, Helga. I've not been listening to you. I'm a bad driver. Bad driver. I should listen to you more. Anyway. Yeah, I'm tired now. I'm tired. I know I'm tired, but I'm not. But we're not super exhausted yet. We're going to get 2 journeys done here. Make some decent cash. Watch as these computer cars come flying past us at full tilt. Oh my god. I'll force them away in there, making that computer car turn off. Is this the one we want to come off at? I think so. I think this is the one. Yes. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it, Helga. I'm with you. Look at all these roads. What a mess of traffic's going through here. Proper busy. I kind of love it and hate it all at the same time. Police car, I think, behind me. Just let me out though. Thank you. I'm yawning proper now. This must be Seville. A super siesta.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Yep, here we go. Right, okay. Where do I turn here?
Neu berechnen.
What? Oh, it's on stop. Oh, okay. I have to go over there, round. Wow. Watch the lights. We'll wait for the lights to change to go. That confused me, that. Very much, mind you, not a lot. Nothing doesn't confuse me, though, does it? I'm always confused. Right, okay. Don't take out a lamppost. Don't take out a lamppost. Not taking out a lamppost. Yeah, we're getting yawny now. Very yawny. 3 kilometers away. We're not far at all. It's getting very busy.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen.
What's going on? Am I holding it up indirectly? No. What's going on? They're on go. They're on go. They're on go now. Right, okay, we're on go. Wow. What nightmare giveaway. Look at this. All that traffic up there is going to come through now. Do you know what? I never get. I'm not catching a break on this game. Oh, sugar. I just pushed him as well, by the way. Just pushed his vehicle. Very slow speed. I just pushed his vehicle. He's just reversed back into position. I've just pushed his vehicle. I am not catching a break with this game.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Oh! Almost. Almost. Very, 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 very much nearly smashed me to pieces there. Unbelievable. We're only a couple of kilometres away. Guy's exhausted. I've just forced my way through here. You can see, I could see a gap and I was just making my way through. Just terrible. Come on, guys. Come on. That's a computer car. I've proper upset them. Proper upset them. He just cut across. He doesn't know what to do. Look at that. We're on go. We're on go. We're on go. Red like his fence. Oh my god. Well, there's blooming that traffic there was just unreal. I have increased the traffic, by the way, density. If you want to know how to change the traffic down density, there's a link in the description below on how to do it. It's really super easy. This is without any mods as such. This is just a configuration change, and as I say, it is super easy. I'd like to thank everybody who commented on that. I think it was Bobster who started that. Actually, to be honest with you, thank you, Bob. Is this my turning here?
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Must be. Must be. Yeah. What a place. This is unreal. In here.
Immer geradeaus.
Almost there. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Gosh. There's a place to park anyway. That's just for the night after we get this sorted. Let's get this thing in.
Der Ausfahrt nehmen.
I caused havoc. I pushed cars out the way. I did everything. I did everything wrong. I was a very naughty driver. I snuck through things. I broke the rules.
Biege nach links ab.
Yeah. I'm a badass.
Endlich, wir sind da.
Not quite. It's still funny though. Right, okay, let's see where we want it. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. Where do you want it? Oh, that looks alright actually. Let's see if we can use some of the space in here in the first place to kind of swing as much round as possible beforehand. There's everybody watching me, look. Look at them all watching. Right, let's jump back in the cab. Let's go here. Yeah, stop talking. Stop looking at me. Oh, look at that. Made my life easy. Look at that. Almost easy. Hopefully there should be an easy easy reverse in. Let's do this. Oh, do you know what? At this point, I'll take it. We're decoupling. And fifth wheel's removed. We've done it. We've done. We're doing all right actually with some of the achievements. We did okay. We're perfect. We're sleepy. That's fine. But we are ready to go. So let's have a quick look at the world map because there was a place to park that was literally around the corner. You gotta be kidding me. That's not the route in, is it? That can't be the route in. It's a 2-hour route to get in. Really? There. That's better. For a minute there. 2 minute away. Let's get a drive on. Let's go. We're in Seville. And we got jobs from Seville to go to. Okay. Sound of the rain. The wetness on the road. Look at that.
Biege nach rechts ab.
It's very cool. This is a very cool game.
Erste Ausfahrt nehmen.
Perfect for timing though, for sleeping. Yep, end of the day.
Nimm diese
I don't know where we're going to go though for the night, but I think we'll just have to rely on the old cool box, I think, down there.
Biege nach links ab.
There we go, here's our turning. Right here. Let's get parked. Is there a cafe in here or something similar?
Wir sind heile angekommen.
There's a little office. Is there any cafe? A very ominous looking... Is that a cafe? Don't know. Blue sign on it, a blue boarding. A very ominous looking place. Oh well. Right, let's pull in and get ourselves settled for the night. There we go. We'll take one of these spots here. Plenty of space, look. Right in the centre. There we are. And on a very rainy day, in a very wet truck, we're going to rest. And then we're going to call it a day. It's the middle of the night. Well, we'll call it a night anyway. Okay. I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.